met when we were 21. Now I'm proud to say you're the one. Can't let anyone tear us apart. You knew who I was from the start. I'm admiring your big heart and learning how I brought you this far. 3 years gone by so fast. I'm making every moment with you last. I don't know anyone as sweet as you. You're a mango in disguise, I can't get over you. I just wanna be loving you till the day ends. I don't know anyone as sweet as you. You're a mango in disguise, I can't get over you. I just wanna be loving you till the day ends. Till the day ends. You be in my head, I can't erase you, nor what I want to. I got these Nikes not to step on your soul, but just to check on you, it never gets old. You make the city wanna take you back, but now you know that you're smarter than that. I'm never taking your love for granted, falling for you harder than granted. I don't know anyone as sweet as you. You're a mango in disguise, I can't get over you. I just wanna be loving you till the day ends. I don't know anyone as sweet as you. You're a mango in disguise, I can't get over you. I just wanna be loving you till the day ends. Oh, don't you hide.
I have made it to my hotel. I'm a hot, sweaty mess. But I'm gonna give you a room tour. By a room tour, I mean flip the camera around and show you what I'm looking at, because it's small, but it's so cute. So I'm gonna actually put this on, there we go. I'll have to put this on like wide. Yeah. I'll have to put this on wide so you can actually see what I'm looking at, because otherwise it's not helpful. But anyway, little bed. My view is, I mean, it's fine. It's quite French. I mean, I'm looking out on a roof and like a little courtyard, but I don't mind that, it's fine. I didn't expect to have like a really nice view, but yeah, tiny room, quite a big TV for the room size. Little kettle and some tea, which I appreciate. Some very nice biscuits. Well, they look lovely. I probably can't eat them, sadly. And then shower in the room, which I wasn't going to use, but I'm so hot, I'm probably going to have a shower. And a little toilet. It's actually really nice. It's really cute. I really like it. That's a slightly odd picture to have with a security camera on it, but I'm happy with this room. I have nowhere good to prop you up, so you're gonna have to go there. But anyway, I have spent honestly the most of the day travelling, which is completely what I expected from today, because I had to get down to London and then get the Eurostar, which was fine. I was on a table seat with a family of 3, so like a mum and a dad and a little girl, and I was like, oh god, this is probably like the worst case scenario for somebody travelling alone, to be with a family. But actually, I must say, they were very respectful, and the little girl was really well behaved. She watched my Moana the whole way here, which was just so sweet. And the parents had a little nap, which I don't blame them, but like the mom was kind of saying to her like, we need to be respectful of the space because we have someone else here, and they were very good. She got like, the kid got a bit tired towards Paris, and I was like, oh god, she's gonna like, she was getting a bit like restless. But overall, I don't envy them traveling with a very small child, and for traveling with a very small child, I feel like they were great, so it's fine. But yeah, then I got the train out to Val d'Europe, which I don't think I fully explained in this video. The main purpose of me coming on this trip is because I really wanted to see the Animal Crossing Aquarium tour. This is something that started like, I think maybe last year, and it went around America, and now they've gone like worldwide, but it hasn't come to the UK. So I saw the announcement for Paris, and I was like, that is not far away. It's a challenge for me to do this alone, but I could do it alone. I came to Paris last year, not by myself. I'm sure there's a vlog out there if you're really curious, but I feel like I wouldn't definitely not have had the confidence to do this if I didn't do it last year. And I've been to Paris now. This is my 4th time in Paris, I think. I came with my mom and my brother like 10 years ago. And then I came with my college on like a school trip, and then I came last year, and like, this is my first time being here by myself. But getting the Eurostar was a great experience. I've flown by myself before, so I wasn't too daunted, I guess, by travelling by myself. It's more being in another country that's not English speaking that really daunts me. That daunts me regardless of when I'm with other people or not. This is definitely my first time being in a non-English speaking country alone. But actually it's been fine today. Like, I haven't spoken to that many people. I pre-booked my ticket for the aquarium, and then honestly just, oh my god, the aquarium was great. It was so good. Like, this is a whole other conversation, but I feel like I'm getting into like a rant, not a rant, like I'm rambling, so I will ramble. I don't know how I feel about zoos and aquariums being vegan. I often feel like there's a bit of like a moral, like, how do I feel about these animals being kept in an enclosure kind of vibe that I struggle with. And I wouldn't usually go out of my way to go to an aquarium because I have that moral like quandary, but I think because of it being Animal Crossing based, I feel like I could not excuse, but like, this is probably the only time I'm actually gonna do it. Like, it's rare that I'm actually gonna go to to an aquarium. And yet there was a few times when I was like, are these enclosures big enough? But overall it was a great experience. It's been years since I went to an aquarium, and I think going alone as well was quite nice because I could just like walk at my own pace and just like look at everything. The Animal Crossing stuff was so cute. I didn't know how they were gonna like interpret it, but I'm so glad I got to see it. I met Isabel, which I'll put the picture here. I hate people dressed as things, they freak me out, but I felt like I ended up in the queue kind of accidentally because I wasn't sure if it was just the entrance or not. I didn't know what people were queuing for. I was like, maybe we have an informational video before we go in. Turns out that we're queuing to meet Isabel. My ticket was for 4 p.m. and I got there at like 10 to 4 and they let me in early, so I guess I didn't know if I would get to anyway because the you could only meet the characters up until 4 p.m. So I think that was just kind of like, well, I'm in this queue now. I wasn't the only adult just like on my own meeting this person dressed as a dog. And I'm never gonna do it again, so I just did it, and it was cute, and I'm glad I did. And I feel like that probably made it the full experience. And then on the way around there were just all of these informational boards, which I've definitely put videos of, which was so cute. And there was a stamp rally, which, oh my god, let me find my like leaflet they gave me. So I got this with like a leaflet inside with some like activities. It's an excursion guide and you can like fill out a little quiz that's Blathers related and find Gulliver. I did find Gulliver. There's a video of Gulliver, but I didn't have a pen so I couldn't fill that in as I was going around, but I think I took photos of pretty much all of the information boards, so I'm hoping I can read back on them. And then you get this little piece of card like booklet. All of the stamps, they were so cute, and I loved all the little boards. It was so lovely. I felt like they did kind of go all out on the Animal Crossing stuff, considering I was like, how much can you really put Animal Crossing into an aquarium? They did a lot, and I appreciated it, and it was just nice going to an aquarium. And like the penguins, I just sat down on the floor in front of the penguins and just watched penguins for ages. I had kids like running around me, but I was like, I'm doing this. I'm just gonna do it. So I did, and it was really nice. So yeah, I did that, and then I was like, I have time, and I know, like I've done that metro journey before. My only snag today, where I kind of like started to not panic, but like I got here and I was like, oh well, I'm doing okay, but this is nerve-wracking, and like obviously I've been nervous about it, but like I'm nervous and doing it anyway. And I went to get my metro ticket to go to Val d'Europe, where the Sea Life Centre is, and the card machine didn't seem to be working on like the ticket machine that I was using, and I went to use my card and it wasn't like working, so I got cash out, and I got some cash yesterday before I came here, and I don't have that cash in my purse. I genuinely don't know where that cash is. I think it must be loose in my bag from when I got it yesterday, but it's not with me anyway. I was like, oh god, what if I don't have cash and then I need it at some point? It was just a backup to have it with me anyway, but yeah, so I went to a different ticket machine and it worked with card, and then when I got to Val d'Europe, you have to walk through, like the Sea Life Centre is in the basement of a massive shopping centre. I found a cash point and got cash out absolutely fine. I actually think the exchange rate was better on the cash point than it was exchanging money in the UK, so maybe that's a lesson. But yeah, so I got cash out and then I went to the Sea Life Centre. When I came out, I was like, I have enough time before I need to like come back into the centre of Paris. I just wanted to be in my room before it was dark, really. It's 7:45 now, so it's going to get dark fairly soon, but I wanted to do that and also go to a patisserie, which I'll tell you about in a minute, or boulangerie. And anyway, so I needed to be back before 7:30 in the centre, but I had time to just walk to the Disney Village, because the Disney Village is like one metro stop or like a half an hour, 25 minute walk from Val d'Europe. And you can go into the Disney Village without having a ticket for Disneyland, so you can just walk around the shops, the restaurants, like walk up to the big pink hotel, walk up to the studios entrance. Like, I was like, I'm 20 minutes walk away and I have time and it's a beautiful day, why not? So I did. And I literally just went and just walked around like one of the shops. I went to the Lego shop, I got a bottle of iced tea, That's all I did, but it was very nice to go and do that. Slightly weird to do that, having like not actually going to Disney, but I'm still glad that I did, because why not? And then I just got a metro all the way back into the city. Then I went to Land of Monkeys, which is, oh my god. So my friend Katie told me about this place before I came to Paris last year, because she had come to Paris and her sister's vegan. I'm vegan, and I was like, what the hell am I going to eat in Paris? And she was like, go to Land of Monkeys. There is like 5 of these or something, maybe 4 in the city. There's one in Amsterdam, I think. They are completely vegan and their selection of stuff is insane. So I managed to get to the one on Bon Marché before it closed at 7:30, and I got dinner, so I'm going to have a hotel picnic because I'm in for the night. I have pasta, although I genuinely don't know how I'm going to eat this because I have no cutlery. Even with the cup, I have a stirrer, so I don't know how I'm going to eat that. Then I have pasta. Then I have this, I cannot wait to eat. A chocolate flan, which is, I think I had this last year, and like, because it was nearly closing, they didn't have that much left. So I'm glad that I managed to get that. I just kind of got a couple of things that were left, and I'm very excited to have that. I now can't close this box again. And I also got a chocolate chip brioche for breakfast in case I want to go straight to the Louvre and not go back to Land of Monkeys. Let's face it, all I'm going to eat while I'm here is Land of Monkeys, because why not? It is so delicious and I want to try as much as possible. So I'm definitely going to eat more tomorrow. So this evening, as I said, it's nearly 8 PM now. I'm gonna have a shower because I'm so sweaty and hot, and the shower looks very nice. This room had air conditioning, which I'm so grateful for. It's 30 degrees here today. It's not hit 30 maybe even this year in the UK. It's really, really hot, and I have been carrying a cardigan around because I had to wear something this morning in London when it was cooler, so I had to bring a cardigan, and I just have this outfit and I'm going to wear this again tomorrow. Which I changed my mind last minute before I left the house, because I was like, I don't want to carry another outfit. I'm just carrying this bag and like a little bag for my passport and purse and stuff, so I don't want to carry anything I don't have to. So I changed my outfit last minute to just wear this today and tomorrow, so that's going to be sweaty. But anyway, so don't be surprised when you see me in this again tomorrow. So yeah, I'm gonna have a shower, and then tomorrow I don't have to check out here until 12, which is so nice, but I do need to be at the Louvre at 11, so I am gonna be up in the morning. Not stupidly early, it'd be nice to have a full night's rest, but I'll be up and going to the Louvre. I'm gonna wander around the Louvre. So as I said, my ticket's for 11, my train back is at like 6 something, so I have pretty much the whole day to just wander around the Louvre, make sure I get to the train station on time. But like, other than that, if I have any other time, then I might go to Shakespeare and Company. I would like to do that if I have time, but I'm just gonna spend like as much time as I want really in the Louvre, just wandering around, and then I'll go to Shakespeare and Company if I have time, and then I will get back to the Eurostar for the evening, and I will be back in England at I will be back home at about 10 PM tomorrow. So yeah, thank you for joining me on this journey. Can't believe I'm doing this. I'm in Paris by myself. Oh, I got this little, how cute, they gave me a postcard, but an actual postcard, at the Sea Life Centre, and I also got a magnet for my fridge. I have crisps in here, they're going to be very crushed. I bought those in England this morning. That's the little magnet that I bought myself. Oh, I should also talk to you about reading, because you know, I am a book channel, and here I am just gallivanting around Paris. I've been reading Swallows and Amazons today. I started it, well, I was like 50 pages in this morning, and I am now 239 pages in. So I've read nearly 200 pages of this while I've been like travelling around today, and I'm loving it so far. Like, I was enjoying this anyway, but this has got such an Enid Blyton vibe to it. It was first published in 1930. So yeah, it has a very Enid Blyton vibe. It's like these kids in the Lake District living their best lives on boats. And I was reading this after going to the Lake District in May, and it's obviously taken me back to being in the lakes, which is nice. I feel like it's quite a comfort read as well while I'm travelling like outside of my country. I'm not that far away, but you know, it is really nice, and I'm going to carry on reading this evening. I have just over 100 pages to go, so hopefully I will make some headway in that this evening, and then if I don't finish it tonight, I'll have more time tomorrow. I read so much on the train, so I imagine I'll read a lot on the way home too. Yeah, I'm gonna go spend my evening just chilling really, reading, having a shower, and like put the TV on. I think the Paralympic opening ceremony is today. I saw some Paralympians getting off the train earlier. But yeah, I think that's tonight. I imagine it's like somewhere around in the city, but I don't know. But it's cool that that's going on, and I'm paying no attention to it. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. It turns out eating penne pasta with a stirrer is actually okay, and quite successful. I am also watching the opening ceremony for the Paralympics, which if I walked like 20 minutes away, I could probably go and hear it at least in person, but I'm in bed watching it on TV instead.
keep pretending that I'm alright. These days I feel so empty when I'm trying, and I'm so tired of crying, crying, crying. 17, I moved away. I tried to escape, new chance to start again. I had my first drink and I made lots of friends. So while I don't, I feel the same. Never thought that I could feel this lonely on my own. Someone pull me out because I'm drowning all alone. And I'm so tired of crying, crying, crying. Don't wanna keep pretending that I'm alright. These days I feel so empty when I'm trying, and I'm so tired of crying, crying, crying.
Okay. Oh my god, do you remember that time we were watching a movie and then you put your arm around me and I was like, what are you doing? That was pretty funny.
Hi, I'm now home from Paris. It's been a few days and I never wrapped up this vlog, so I thought I would just pop in and tell you about day 2, even though you have seen the video clips of day 2, but I thought I would just share it with you by telling you about it as well. I went to the Louvre, it was great. I basically just wandered around the Louvre the whole day. Got an audio guide which was €6. It was so cheap, I think, for what I gained from it. I've always wanted to do an audio guide at the Louvre because they use 3DSs and the idea of that baffles me, and it was great. I feel like they did it so well, and you just have a headset and a DS. And as a solo traveller, that worked really well for me because I could just walk through the rooms listening to something, and it also blocked out the sound. Some of it was so loud, like there was just so many people in such a small part of the building for some of the like really famous statues and paintings. I didn't see the Mona Lisa up close this time. I went to see Liberty Leading the People, which I really wanted to see. I got to see a few of my favourite statues. I can't remember the name of my favourite statue. And I did get a postcard of it, but I can't find it now. The Winged Victory of Samothrace is my favourite statue. That's the one I was trying to remember the name of. I've just got my Louvre map. And I also just wandered around so much and it was really lovely, and the audio guide was really good. It had like an interactive map, so wherever I was I could pick, and most of the rooms had like just a general minute or so audio about the room, and then it went into some of the paintings in like different clips. So if I wanted to stand there and listen to a lot, which I did for The Winged Victory and I did for Venus de Milo and Liberty Leading the People and a few others, then I could listen to like a minute or so just about that. But if I wanted to, I was just wandering through a room, I could listen to just a minute audio while I was walking through a room just about that room, which I really liked. I went from the Louvre to Shakespeare and Company, which I didn't know if I'd have time for, but I did, and that was great, and I will show you because I did buy something from Shakespeare and Company. And then I went to Land of Monkeys again before I left and got more food, and then I got my Eurostar home. I find that, just like being completely transparent about travelling and stuff, I find the Eurostar easier coming back, and I did last time too. I find border control better in Paris than it is in London. I don't know why, I think it's just signposted better and it just seems easier to get through. Security seems easier, and the departure lounge is a lot nicer and bigger than it is in London. The London one just feels really cramped, so that was nice. And I am gonna also like take you through what I spent, just in the interest of transparency. because I think that's interesting, so hopefully you will as well. But yeah, the thing I bought from Shakespeare and Company is The Ministry of Time by Callianne Bradley. It's a time travel fiction following a civil servant, and it jumps like to and from different points of history. It's non-linear, which I'm excited for. I love the cover. I'm not a big fan of the spine, and it has got marks on it. Like it's got like a scratch, and it seems to scratch really easily with this like silvery texture. I also got a postcard from Shakespeare and Company, which is of somebody holding up an old photo in front of the building, which I thought was cool. And I got this stamped, and I got a bookmark, which is cute. And so there's my Shakespeare and Company stamp. And then I also did get a little Eiffel Tower from the Louvre, and I got this, which I thought was so cute. It's like a little paper cut out of different landmarks in Paris, and I just thought it'd look really nice on my bookcase, so I got that. It's got the Arc de Triomphe, it's got Notre Dame, the Eiffel Tower, and Montmartre, which I have not been to Montmartre. And it's got a little metro thing as well. So yeah, I'm gonna put that on my bookcase. Thought that was cute. So I think that's everything I got to show you. So I'm gonna just take you through what I spent. The other thing travelling by myself, one of the big things that I found, and I don't know if I said this when I was recording before, is that when you want to do anything like go to the toilet, you have to take all your bags with you because there's no one else with you to look after your bags. That was fun. And also like you're gonna lose your seat if you're like sat in a departure lounge and there's not a lot of seats, and then you have to get up and go to the loo or get up and get a drink or whatever. You're gonna lose your seat, so that sucked, but it's not a big deal. I did like the idea that I could just go and wander around at completely my own pace. That was really cool. So when I was walking around the Louvre, things like that. Anyway, things that I spent. So I got £35 out in cash at a card machine in the shopping centre where the Sea Life Centre is, because I did get euros before I went, and I didn't get a lot, but I just had some as backup, and I could not find the euros. I think I genuinely left them at the post office when I exchanged my money. Luckily it wasn't a big amount of money. It was only, I got like £37 worth, it was like 40 euros, just as backup money. But I cannot find it. I genuinely don't know what happened. So I got some out of a cash machine, which actually worked out slightly cheaper with the exchange rate. It cost me £35 for 40 euros. And it cost me something like 37 at the post office. I did spend that, just because I wanted to have it as like backup, but I got some little things at the Sea Life Centre, like a little magnet, which hopefully I showed you the other day in a few bits. And I got a few bits from the Louvre like this. And I got some food at the train station when I came back because I had some money left, so I was like, well, I'm going to spend it because it's not a lot. It's not enough to exchange back. So I then spent £10.44 on metro tickets to and from the Sea Life Centre. I spent £49.78 on food, and that includes food I got on the way and on the way back, like in London before and after my Eurostar. For the 2 days. I spent £38.17 in Shakespeare and Company on that and a gift, and I spent £5.21 on my Louvre audio guide. I then spent, so that was £138.60 on general spending while I was there, including food and stuff. I spent £153 on my Eurostar ticket, £148 on my hotel, and £65 on my train to and from London. Haven't worked that out as an overall spend, so let me just do that now. Okay, so completely overall my trip cost £504.60, which does seem quite expensive, but bear in mind I booked this really late. I booked this like a month before I was going, and I also booked a nice hotel because I was travelling by myself and I wanted to feel safe. And I also booked my train down to London really late. I could have definitely gotten that at a cheaper price, but I left it to the week before, so I could have gotten that cheaper. I also had to get like specific trains to align with my Eurostar and make sure I didn't miss it, so that was a bit frustrating, because it ended up being rush hour, so it would be more expensive. But these things happen, because obviously the cost was like split over the month or 6 weeks before I went. It wasn't too bad. And I'm not too mad about the amount I actually spent while I was in Paris, because I did not really worry about what I was spending. I just got things as and when I wanted or needed them. So food and stuff, I didn't really worry about spending a bit more. I wanted to enjoy what I had and what I got. So, and I got some cute little souvenirs like this. So anyway, I did want to also end this video with a little book haul, which might be a bit random, but I have been today to a warehouse book sale. So it's now a couple of days after I got back, as I think I said. And I've been to a warehouse book sale where they do 70% off retail prices. So I'm going to show you what I got, because I did get more than I expected. I got these books, so I got 6 books and a cookbook, so 7 books in all. A couple of non-fiction, and then 3 non-fiction and 3 fiction, and a cookbook. I don't know why I'm not counting a cookbook as non-fiction. Let's start with the cookbook. I got the Dirty Vegan Another Bite cookbook. There was a lot of vegan cookbooks and I definitely could have bought more, but I was hesitant of buying too many or having too many on my shelf in the kitchen, my windowsill, because I'm not going to use all of the cookbook, so all of the recipes, and there's going to be some crossover. So I got this one because I have the Dirty Vegan cookbook, which I think maybe my brother bought me a while ago, and I really like the recipes, so I thought, well, I'll add this to my collection because I know I like the recipes. I'm like confident about that. And it's just like, it was quite narrow in there and it was hard to really look at books for too long, so I couldn't really like look at recipes for too long, so I was confident on that one, so I got that one. Then the non-fiction I picked up was, firstly I got Lost in a Good Game by Pete Etchells. My problem with non-fiction is that I don't count them towards my TBR. I just have them in the other room. I do forget about them and I never read them. That's also a problem. But if I find a non-fiction book I feel I am really interested in, I will buy it and not really think about it. So I got this one. It's called Lost in a Good Game, Why We Play Video Games and What They Can Do For Us. And I felt like that sounded really interesting. I also got Women Without Kids for personal reading. And I got How to Be Perfect by Michael Schur, who is the don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, who is the creator of The Good Place. I've had this on my list for ages because I love The Good Place and I feel like this is going to be so interesting. So I'm glad I spotted that. And then fiction I got, just quickly, I got The Vintage Shop by Libby Page. It's the only Libby Page book I don't own and haven't read. I also got This Is How You Lose the Time War because I've wanted to read this for ages. Never picked up a copy for some reason, and Courtney read it on one of our reading trips, our winter one this year. She really liked it, so I picked this one up. And I also got The Mountain in the Sea. I've realised that I have a little bit of space on my shelf where my sci-fi is, so that's partly why. This one Alex read in one of her vlogs recently, and she said it was good, and I was with her at the time, so she told me it was good. So I recognised it because of that. And I decided to pick it up too, so I have a little bit of sci-fi, some non-fiction, a fiction. I'm actually only, because of the way I do non-fiction, I just don't bother adding them to a TBR, which is really bad of me. I only have 3 to add to my TBR from today's trip. So I feel like I had success in a lot of ways. I don't have to add too much to my TBR. I got to buy quite a few books at a lot of money off retail price. It was a fun day. A fun aside to this vlog. I hope you don't mind that I just randomly added a book haul onto the end of this. Anyway, I'm going to head off. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I know that it's a little bit different because I've been travelling, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed that aspect of it rather than it being all about books. Anyway, I'm gonna go, but thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Yeah.